Beautiful day today. We're gonna install a 100 amps, no, a 60 amp sub panel. Our supplier gave us the wrong one. He gave us a 100 amp main breaker panel. So and this is our supply guy. He brings our material, 3/4 pipe, and then he's gonna bring a sub panel. Here is the material guy. That's my old man. He works with me. So okay, this one here, this one is, yeah, let me see. Well, thank you for bringing me the material, really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And it's a Siemens main lug panel, PN series load center. So this is a sub panel that we're gonna replace today. As you can see here, is very little, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 space panel. We're gonna make it a bigger one into a 20 space. One of the first things we do is label the panel. I do it with white tape. Just put the number in and stick it to the wire. It's pretty durable. It has no issues with it. Total of 12 circuits. We'll let the owner know this is a 10 gauge wire, so theoretically it should be 60. But we will change it because of this cover. Okay, so now for each pipe, we're just gonna take this and we're gonna tape up the tips. Makes it easier when we pull it out the panel. We're taping up now all the lettering that we did. That way it doesn't rip apart as we're taking out the panel. Just a little bit here. After 3-4 tries going up and down, we found the main break, well, the power for this sub panel. And it is on a 30 amp, so we're gonna put a main lug with the 30 amp breaker. And now that everything's taped, it's time to take out the connectors. So pretty much everything's out. I like to take these out. Makes it super easy for me to take the whole panel with the guts being out. Everything's clean. Now we can start taking the screws out that's holding this panel. Just makes it easier. Okay, so I wedged it out, and then now I'm gonna pull it out to see if it comes out. Time to wedge it out. So this is the benefits of taping your wires. It kind of acts like a protective shield. So this is the way I do it. I just match the biggest pipe, which is the 1.25 inch, and then I go reference each one. This had a reducer washer, so here's one and then the other one. So we're gonna knock a couple of these out. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And over here is all flex. Probably 1 or 2. Most of them weren't in use. When installing a panel, you always gotta make sure the holes match. I see a lot of instances where guys just try to whip something up, and then when they realize that the panel doesn't fit, that they got to remake their holes. So I'm just gonna put them together, see which holes goes with which. So the interesting part, you got 2x4 here, 2x4 there. Now what do? You cut it right to size. This is gonna have to go out all the way so it can go integrate with the framing. So you have 2x4 here, 2x4 here, just integrate it butt into the panel. So before we cut, we want to make sure nothing's behind this wood. So I'm just gonna make a hole here, gonna make a hole here, because if I have to shift the panel, then this hole is gonna have to be made somewhere else. We have about 1/8 of error, according to my teacher when I went to school. With 1/8 of error, you're always good. So typically, yes, we need a T-square, a straight line. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm pretty laser focused, and we'll see if we give this a nice cut. So we see here, I don't know if you guys could see it, nothing is in there. This was a deep hole, nothing's in there, so we'll be able to break here and here. What I'm trying to do is not to destroy the drywall where the owner has to patch. All right guys, it's looking good. Seems like this panel is gonna slide in there. A little rough, but probably can shave it off a bit more. So, like I said, I did this straight cut. This little mark can go away, I'll cover it. So this pipe moves quite a bit. So I may have to just put the panel on the edge here and then cut this all the way to come over here. So what I did here, I created little pockets. Never actually done this before, but theoretically speaking, when you create pockets, the air helps to cool down the knife. Plus you get a good non-friction bit, so we're gonna go right through here, and this should help to facilitate cutting all the way down up to here, which I think my panel will land down there. So I'll go from here and halfway here. So we started with the first part. We taped the wires, we took off the lock nuts, and we took the panel down. Make sure all the screws are out or you're gonna have problems like I did. All right, so we're pretty much finishing up. Just want to tell you how much I love these hole saws. Not because it's Hilti, just the fact that these are durable. They go through nails, wood. As long as you use them well, they last you a long time, and they're still sharp. I was using this and for a while, making a whole bunch of holes, and it's still good. Still very durable. Guys, I love Hilti. They don't give me any tools, so I'm not promoting them, but man, these tools are awesome. I love Milwaukee too, but something about Hilti. 12 volt, 18 volt. Sometimes you got to go with the big boys just to hurry up and get this done. Don't want to have the owners waiting too long. Alright guys, we're about done here. I feel like we're gonna be about done. Just a little bit on top. Alright, so we're just putting these in one by one. It's always hard. Nevertheless, we'll get it done. All right guys, so we're here in this stage. We got this panel in, right, nice and tidy. The cover plate will cover all these little gaps here, and then we got some wipes to clean all this mess for my gloves. This one was hard to put it in there. Now we got to lift this up a little to close this gap here. We'll see how we can do this. All right guys, so you see the final product. Just forgot to take these out. Not too bad, though. I could just pry them out. Put some good old laggers. I put 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's nicely flushed. Told the owner about this little dash that I did. Clean up a little bit with some towel rags, and you guys will see the final product.